I'm Phoebe Schecter, and flag football is for all. I'm always talking about how it's important to know someone to understand where they are. So rewinding back to almost 12 years ago, I was 22 years old, living by myself in very rainy England. And I saw an ad on social media for American football. I never played the sport before. I never really watched it, sadly to say, never played contact sport. But I think when you're out of your comfort zone, you're so much more willing to take risk. And I tried out for this team. It's a tackle women's team in Manchester, England, and I made it. Somehow. I think my American accent might have been part of making the team, but we don't have to worry about that. I didn't know that that one decision would change so much for me, because off of that, I ended up playing flag football as well, finding local teams near me. And I knew I couldn't play forever, so I thought I must get involved in coaching or really find a way to send the elevator back down. And again, that kind of took off. I started as a player coach with a men's team and applied for the Bill Walsh Diversity Fellowship. I ended up getting asked by the Buffalo Bills to be a coach for them. So my career went from really not knowing anything about the sport to playing. I've played for Great Britain for almost 11 years now in flag and tackle. I have dual citizenship. My mother is British, so therefore I have British citizenship as well. To coaching with the Buffalo Bills, and I currently also am an analyst for Sky Sports over in the UK around the NFL. So my role is literally in-game, any timeouts, any breaks. They come to us in studio and we break down and analyze what we've seen. Similar to what you might see on TV, but you have us over in the UK talking about it. For me, it's been a blessing really, because I was missing that coaching piece, but actually I love now that I get to educate the public, especially in the UK and Europe, where it's a brand new sport in terms of the NFL. I get to now bring that to your doorstep and help you to relate and understand. So I still get that teaching piece. Plus, then I get the benefits of amazing events like our NFL Flag Championships, where now I get to do analysis on flag football and really bring in my expertise as a player, as a coach, and help just share the joy and energy and passion that everyone feels around flag. So flag football is 5-a-side. You have 4 attempts to get halfway, and in NFL flag, you have 3 attempts to get the other side. Now with that, the ball, once your flag is pulled, that simulates the end of a play, and the next play starts where the ball is placed in the middle of the field. A touchdown is worth 6 points, and then you can go for 1 point from the 5-yard or go for 2 points from the 10-yard line. But it's the most fun sport I've seen and been a part of, and it's one of the fastest growing sports that we have across the globe. It's been pretty incredible, my few years being involved in the sport and seeing the growth of it. I mean, from not even having flag teams in most countries to now having it in over 100 different countries around the world. Every continent is represented within flag football. And I'm a little bit biased. I love the fact that the women's game has been such a driving proponent of the sport. The sisterhood within flag football is so real. I think it's pretty impressive that you could all potentially be competitors on the field, but off the field, everyone is so supportive of each other. And I think that's really unique to our sport. Only a couple years ago, there were teams that 14U was the oldest you could play as a girl, and now it goes all the way up to 18U. And many NFL teams are working to help get the sport state sanctioned, so it's a varsity high school sport. And we also have scholarships available at NAIA, JUCO level, and soon to be NCAA. Fingers crossed on that one. So there's so much potential. Then that's not even looking at the fact that LA 2028 is going to include flag football as one of their 5 new sports. So this is something that impacts so many people's lives and is a sport that once you watch it, once you get to be a part of it, you can't help but feel the energy that it brings to you.